Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Duels. So, third episode usually means changes, however, this is kind of in the don't fix what's not broken kind of area. I honestly tried a few changes, Scrap Heap Scroungers, and messing with the mana base a little bit, and I just don't think it actually needs changing, to be honest. Scrap Heap Scrounger being a 2 converted mana cost thing doesn't really help with our emerge costs, and getting it back out of the graveyard requires us to exile creatures from our graveyards, which means that our graveyard recursion gets a lot worse. So yeah, there wasn't really much I could think of that needed changing out this deck, so we're just going to keep running it as it is because it's working, so you know. Anyway guys, I will see you in the games. Alright, we're in, and we've got 4 mana, Pilgrim's Eye into Mindbender or Vexing Scuttler. We only have 1 black and 1 blue. I think we can do better. It's not the worst hand in the world, but it's also not the best by any stretch of the imagination. Let's go again. 2 mana and a couple of 3-drops. Yeah, I guess. It's also not great. Kind of regretting not keeping the old hand. Although Sunken Hollow makes me feel better, so let's go Sunken Hollow and pass the turn. It means we've got our double black for the Mindbender. Just need the double blue for the Spy Network now. Sulphur Falls into Renegade Map. Alright. No idea what this could be at the moment. Let's just go Swamp and pass. Holding up Grasp of Darkness if our opponent thinks that we have it. Super Friends. Yeah, Super Friends. Yay! Woo. Makes a copy of Renegade Map. Comes into play tapped. Don't think our opponent thought that one through. So Saheeli is down to 1. And that copy leaves the battlefield at the end step. Yep, so goes for the plains. Without a doubt in my mind, this is Super Friends. Gets rid of his Renegade Map. He's got all these colours now. We get another black. So ticks up and goes to 2. I suppose we Weaponcraft Enthusiast, make 2 servos then. Just in case he has removal for the familiar, at least if we have servo tokens, he has to have 2 removal spells to stop the pressure from totally going on Saheeli there. And then we can Mindbender the Enthusiast as well. And get some Planeswalkers out of his hand. Let's create some servos, pass the turn. Mindbender is pretty good in this case, because I imagine he's got a wide variety of mana costs. So it gets to scry 1 and deal 1 to us. Does not draw. He just gets to set up the top card. Oath of Jace. So Saheeli is down. We just get to draw 3 and discard 2. Yeah. So he gets to sort out his hand for us when we want to Mindbender it. Discards Oath of Gideon and Call the Gatewatch. Evolving Wilds cracks and finds himself a basic. It is a Swamp. Okay. So, we're killing Saheeli, and we're emptying out his hand a little bit. We've got Resourceful Return so that we can get the Enthusiast back if we want to do that as well. Let's go with Inventor's Fair. And let's Mindbender now, just so that we know what we're working with before we go swinging in. We're going to kill Saheeli anyway, but alright. Let's get rid of probably Anguished Unmaking and Nahiri, be my guess. Anguished Unmaking for just permanent removal for anything. Tapped artifact or tapped creature. Nahiri gets out of hand quite quickly and sets him up a lot better. And then if he doesn't cast either of those, then, which he's probably going to, because Liliana can come down and kill a servo. but then she dies to Mindbender. So it's land, Gear Hulk, Liliana. We can work with that. So we could emerge Vexing Scuttler for 1, sacking Mindbender, get back Resourceful Return after he dies, so that we can... Ooh, sorry. Ugh. Need to get you out of that hand pretty quickly. We want to get his hand empty as much as possible with this Mindbender. Keep cycling it if we can. We get another Resourceful Return. So, Vexing Scuttler. Actually, we'll swing in first. Can't forget to swing in. Vexing Scuttler for the blue. Resourceful Return. He's going to get a turn with whatever he wants in hand, I think. So, Vexing Scuttler, emerge, killing Mindbender. Gets back nothing, because we're going to Resourceful Return. Back the Mindbender to eat his hand again. Drawing a card, getting a Deep Fiend. We could Enthusiast, so that we don't have to sack the Vexing Scuttler as well. Yeah, so it's Sorin, Liliana, Gear Hulk. You can cast Liliana. Can't do anything else without a land drop. So I guess we'll Resourceful Return a Enthusiast as some Mindbender fodder, and also draw a card off of that as well. Keep our hand nice and full. Scry 0 with his Oath of Jace. Gives him an upkeep. So we don't want him to hit a land here. We want him to stay off of it. He draws into Jace. Okay, what is Jace going to do? Bounces our Vexing Scuttler. Alright. I'm fine with that. We take Jace down to 1. And then we take Sorin and probably Gear Hulk out of his hand. So there's no way to push through extra damage, so we'll go to combat and we will hit Jace to 1. Cool. We will then Enthusiast, tapping our colourless mana, making some more servos. Maybe convincing him that Liliana is a good idea. And then we get to Mindbender. A untapped lands to cast this spell. Excuse me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my one shot. Oh, bugger. Bagger. Bad maths. My bad. Alright. It's fine. As long as he doesn't get another land, no harm can come from this. Or a board wipe. A board wipe would suck as well. He gets to scry 1. Because he now has a Planeswalker on the board. He does find his land and it is untapped. So, is this ticking up? Scrying 1 and drawing 1? This could be Sorin then. It's actually Languish. Ooh. We draw a card from the familiar. We're close to just hard casting all of our cards anyway. So let's go Island, Treasure Keeper. Pass the turn. Unless we want a Vexing Scuttler something back. Resourceful Return maybe. We can't cast it on the same turn because the Treasure Keeper's tapped out all of our coloured mana. Annoying. Is it worth doing anyway? Sorin, Gear Hulk, Liliana. Jace. Jace can't bounce without killing himself. So next turn, he probably Gear Hulks and gains 5 off of our Vexing Scuttler. And then we Mindbender him, taking Sorin, or the Gear Hulk, and Liliana. Yeah, I suppose that's alright. We're also going to get something off the Treasure Keeper as well. Get back resource for a turn. Yes. We get another resource for a turn. Let's cast it. Get back the Treasure Keeper. We don't get to draw because we have no artifacts this time. But that's not bad. Treasure Keeper gets back himself. Scry's 1. So he's got an unknown in hand. Got 2 unknowns in hand. If he doesn't kill our Scuttler, Jace dies. So there's your Gear Hulk. Unknown, Sorin, Liliana. And unknown. Goes up to 18. Another Westvale Abbey. Play a Swamp. And then we can just hard cast a Mindbender now. Renegade map is the one of choice. We're going to take in Liliana. We'll take the Sorin as well. Without Planeswalker, as he's doing bugger all. Even if he planar outbursts our distended Mindbender off the board, we can get it back. But without his Planeswalkers, which we've gotten rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 of so far. And one of his board wipes as well. He's probably running 2 planar outbursts, 2 languishes max. Draws into an Arling Cord. Yay, super friends! Transforms his Arling Cord using the ability to make a wolf. That's the other side. That is the front side. Alright. Wonder if he's going to trade a Mindbender here, because he didn't attack him with his Gear Hulk there. His menacing, unblockable Gear Hulk. So we can Elder Deep Fiend, tap down all of his blockers, have a 5/6 and a 5/5 ready to go. If we Treasure Keeper first, that is literally just cutting 4 off of there, so it's practically a free spell and a free sack. So I think what we do is we don't attack, because we're going to tap down his Gear Hulk anyway, kill 2 of his Planeswalkers next turn. This can't do anything to us that we don't want it to do, right? 3 damage to target creature or player and transform, or he can give something +1/+1 and trample until the end of the turn. So yeah, we'll just Treasure Keeper. And we'll pass the turn. On his end step, Elder Deep Fiend him. And then we got 10 power on board to kill 2 Planeswalkers. So there's Planar Outburst and an unknown card. 2 unknowns. Planar Outburst and a unknown card. And now a basic as well. So if our opponent doesn't wipe the board here, both of his Planeswalkers are currently going to die. We're doing it on his end step so that he can't do it after we've tapped down all of his creatures in response as well. Oath of Liliana. It's going to make us sack our Treasure Keeper. Hopefully we hit a creature off the top of this. And we do. Oh, yes. Cast a spell. So we can still do our plan. He's not stopped us at all. Can't do Planar Outburst anymore. Well, now that he can't do Planar Outburst anymore, we're going to emerge, sacking our thingamajig. And let's take him off of black and white. We got Fatal Push if he somehow manages to have a 2-drop creature that we're not thinking of. But that's Jace and Arlencord off the board as well. Could even hit him in the face for 10, but I just like destroying Super Friends from the inside out. It's pretty sweet. It's a lot of fun. Alright, yeah, let's just swing and kill now. You're dead, and you're dead. Cool. And let's see. I want a Treasure Keeper so that we can resourceful return things back to our hand. Things like Vexing Scuttler to get resourceful return to get either our Deep Fiend or our Mindbender back when he inevitably planar outbursts. If he does it with Awaken, we've got Fatal Push to kill the land as well. So we need to make sure that we leave 1 black mana open for that. There we go. Treasure Keeper. So if he wipes the board, we get some value after as well. And Resourceful Return. Getting back Vexing Scuttler. Drawing a card, thanks to the Treasure Keeper. Grasp of Darkness to kill the Gear Hulk. We won't do that until after he wipes the board, though. Because we want him to not want to use his Planar Outburst because he has a Gear Hulk on board. And if we kill it, then he's got no incentive whatsoever not to pull the trigger. And we could Resourceful Return something else back, but I'll just wait until after the board wipe so we can get Mindbender back, or even Deep Fiend to swing in for lethal later. Plays land from the Renegade map would be my guess, and Oath of Chandra kills the Treasure Keeper. Does trigger Revolt, and we get a Grasp of Darkness. Well, we might as well cast it. It's there. But that likely means that he just planar outbursts here. Ooh, Nissa. Interesting. He's going to lose his Nissa. Passes. Then we will Fatal Push a token. Nissa's down. I know we could be attacking him in the face, but this is just so much fun. I don't think I've ever killed this many Planeswalkers in a single game before, so I'm more than happy to keep going. Right, Grasp of Darkness on the zombie token allows us to get 5 past and kill Nissa. And then we can hardcast a Vexing Scuttler for a Resourceful Return. Or something like that. So, Grasp, kill you. Swing in. Keeps his plant token around more than likely because he can't save Nissa. But if he wants to wipe the board, it's gone. What's in our graveyard right now? Treasure Keepers. Alright, so we can Resourceful Return a Treasure Keeper, play a Treasure Keeper so we get value after the board wipe. And a blocker as well. And then we can Vexing Scuttler back later for another Resourceful Return. Dear. Right. Let's tap our Colourless for a Pilgrim's Eye. Grab a land out of our deck. See, I can keep doing this forever. I don't think our opponent can. Doctor Spy Network won't do any good for us, so let's not do that. Resourceful Return, back a Treasure Keeper. And then we'll just wait, I think. Yeah, just wait. Scry 0. Sulphur Falls. He's just got a board wipe in hand. He's not using it. I didn't take it from him, did I? Why would you not wipe the board in this board state? You know I'm aware that you have it, right? And so I'm not going to commit to the board anything that would not survive it easily. Well, we're just going to swing him. Hit him for 6. We'll put down a Thopter Spy Network, because there's no harm in doing it. Could even Thopter Spy Network again, so we get 2 Thopters next turn. I don't know. We should have done that pre-combat, actually. That was a mistake, but I will get over it quite quickly. Yeah, let's Thopter Spy Network again. We're doing nothing else. Our opponent's got nothing else. He's got a board wipe, and we've got plenty to put on back on the board. We got a Treasure Keeper into an emerged Vexing Scuttler, although we don't even need to emerge it. We get back... Yep. We get back the Resourceful Return, which gets us back a Deep Fiend. Blah, blah, blah. Our opponent did not awaken a land either. It's very odd that he would do such a thing. Alright, Enthusiast. Make some servos. Yep. Vexing Scuttler, emerge. Getting rid of the Enthusiast. Let's get some of that colourless mana on there. Get back Resourceful Return. Yep. He's got 1 card in hand, and I'm not sure I care what it is, to be honest. So, black and a colourless, Resourceful Return. Get back Deep Fiend so that we can tap down any creatures he might have. Draw a card. It's a Ruins of Oran Reef. And we'll pass the turn. So our opponent needs another board wipe here, or they're screwed, essentially. This was a fun game of wearing our opponent down. Anguished Unmaking. Alright. I'm just going to Deep Fiend so that we get to keep it. Tap, 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 tap. Sweet. It goes into our graveyard for some reason. Oh dear. Alright, we get to refill our hand as well because of the spy networks. And hit him for 7. Our opponent is dead next turn. Fatal Push. Put a counter on one of our Thopters. We have Westvale Abbey open so that we can make Armandal. Oh, crap. Not paying attention. And pass the turn. So if our opponent wipes the board, we Armandal in response, get ourselves an indestructible 9/7 and kill him that way. Yep. What you got, opponent? Radiant Flames. Armandal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Complete and utter domination of this match, I would say. Yeah, they needed a Declaration in Stone or something of the sort to win there, and we get Nob Nixilis. Oh, I love this deck. Oh, it just absolutely owned that Super Friends deck. Oh, it's so much fun to destroy Super Friends, but not just destroy them, but crush them from the inside. Oof. Yes, it's beautiful. Alright guys, let's go to the next game, shall we? See you there. Alright, we're in. We have 1 land and we're on the draw. I don't think we can keep this in a sane mind, so let's throw it back. This one is... Ooh, it's bad. Let's throw it back again. This one's good. Alright, we've got 3 lands. Weaponcraft Enthusiast to cast on turn 3. If we find on ourselves an emerge card, we can emerge off of that. And then we have Treasure Keeper as well if we get in the land. And an Omnixilus if we get a land after that. So even if we flood out, we've still got stuff to do. Our opponent is on green. We get another Treasure Keeper. We will go with black and pass the turn. What are you doing, opponent? Green, white. Humans? Elves? Mid-range? Super Friends? He's got 2-3 with Vigilance anyway, and it is foiled because he means business, guys. Alright, let's play Swamp and pass the turn. Bant into Nissa's Pilgrimage. If he gets anything other than a green, blue, or a white, it's Super Friends. Just greens. Okay. It could still be Super Friends. I think Bant was a big colour back in the day, but it's usually just as many colours as you can possibly fit into a deck these days. Super Friends mainly consists of jamming whatever cards you can find as long as they've got the word Planeswalker written on them. And then filling it with board wipes. Alright, Enthusiast, make some servos. Still waiting on a decent emerge creature, but we do have the Drowned Catacomb for Treasure Keepers next turn, which do block the Sylvan Advocate and now the Tireless Tracker, at least for a short period of time. And even when they don't, they're going to get some value anyway, so it's not too bad. Omnixilus, if he comes down on turn 5, can get rid of one of them off the board as well. We shall take this too. I am not going to block such petty damage. Down to 16. And we get a Filigree Familiar. Another bit of cannon fodder for us. Let's go Treasure Keeper. Pass the turn. So an opponent needs land and to be able to hold up a clue in order to get in with the Tireless Tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 for this, isn't it? Yeah, if he gets a land drop, yeah, he can get in with whatever he wants now. We can triple block the Sylvan Advocate though, and we get to keep a servo around and kill his. It's a risky play. It's very possible we get blown out for it, but we also get Treasure Keeper off at the top. I guess we'll do the same with... Just do that. Against... hello. Thank you. Against the Tireless Tracker, even if he sacks his clue, it still dies, so he's going to need to pump spell. And he's spending a pump spell on saving it from a creature that if it dies, we get value. Off the top, we get Grasp of Darkness. Oh, I really wish we'd have chomped the Sylvan Advocate now. There's no point casting that, unfortunately. Do not cast. Alright, more forests. So our opponent's ramping. What are they ramping into? Especially in Bant. Cracks the clue, draws a card. I'm quite confused as to what they're doing, if I'm honest. Alright, Treasure Keeper, I think. Try hitting a Fatal Push off the top when we chump block with it, that kind of thing. And I'm sure we'll get some value off of it. Reflector Mage to bounce our Treasure Keeper. Alright. See, I debated whether or not I should do Familiar, but it wasn't because a Reflector Mage was coming down. If the Reflector Mage did come down, though, we would have at least, at the very least, got a little bit of life gain when it came back down again. But we got no value this time, and we cannot cast it next turn. We're down to 8. We have a Fatal Push to kill the Advocate. Is he a Flicker deck? That's not an enter the battlefield. That's not an enter the battlefield, but that one is. And Bant is the colour to go in if you are an enter the battlefield deck. So, not sure. We'll play Filigree Familiar. Opponent does nothing. We gain 2 life. I'm going to do it now. Let's see what he's got. Does he have any protection? No. Alright, that's a threat off the board then. We can get it back with Vexing Scuttler to kill his Reflector Mage if we choose to do so. Still not sure what he's doing. Fairly confident it's not Super Friends. But at the same time, not really much of a clue what he's doing either. Reclamation Sage to kill our servo token. Sure. Can swing in for 2 here and we're going to take it. Alright. He's not swinging in for 2. We're not going to take it. Still not drawing lands. God damn it. Right. So we could Vexing Scuttler a Fatal Push. It's going to cost us 4 to Vexing Scuttler. So we can't Fatal Push on the same turn. Yeah, I think we'll just Treasure Keeper. If we did it on the Treasure Keeper, it'd cost us 3, and then we can Fatal Push if we don't hit a land. But we really need a land. We're stuck with a load of 5-drops on 4 mana. Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, that is game. Okay. We can see it out, but that is it. He's ramping into an Ulamog. In Bant. I mean, if you are ramping into anything, it is Ulamog most of the time. But still, Ulamog. Don't think we've got any answers for this at all. Let's just stick around, see what our opponent can do. Because we don't have nothing. Jace. Ticks up Jace. Scries 1 and draws 1. Trying to find something better than an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. It is a Canopy Vista. It's totally better. Swings in for 10. There is nothing we can do about this Ulamog, so we might as well not block and just die, to be honest. So, yeah. I know I'm usually a no surrender kind of guy, but I know we literally do not have an answer to that. And therefore we are dead. So, I hope you enjoyed anyway, guys. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a great deal. Lets me know you're enjoying the series. I'm going to be putting out a video in the next day or 2 to talk about Armenket and the new archetypes that are going to be coming out of it. Because, as is tradition on this channel, I don't really want to put out another video just as Armenket is released with the old cards, since it'll be out of date immediately. So what I'm going to do is put out a video with a list of archetypes, and you guys can get to vote on which one you want to see me play. I've already got an idea for one of them, so we're going to be playing 2 decks on the Armenket release week, so I hope you enjoy that. And if you do, then be sure to check out that video and vote on which deck you want to see the most. You can vote on as many as you want, but there will be details in that video, of course. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon as well, right next to the subscription button, and it will notify you when I release that video, as well as any other Magic videos, as well as any other gaming videos. So if you do enjoy the channel and you want to see more of the content, then be sure to do that to be notified when every video is released. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.